lok se thonu pho o byare lok se thonu pho o sakla ngonu kupa shakhnare
To see a panoramic view of the world from atop the second highest mountain known to man is a treat few would have savored. Wild, untouched, magnificent, Baltistan is an idyllic location from where to explore nature at its most raw. Nestled within the heights of the mighty Karakorams, Baltistan is home to some of the last untouched and unexplored landscapes in the world. After all, where else do you find some of the tallest mountain peaks, the highest plateau, and pristine desert, all packed within a comparatively small region? Baltistan has many stories to tell, and natural beauty is only one facet of this valley's rich offerings to the many gods that inhabit it. Legend has it that this was the path taken by the Buddha on his journey through the Karakorams and on to the Himalayas. In this region bordering Tibet, numerous influences have left their mark. Tibetan, Buddhist, Indian and Islamic mythology can be pieced together through the remains of mosques, forts and carvings. Historically, Baltistan was made up of small independent states connected to each other through blood relationships of the rulers called the Rajas. The rule of the Rajas may have gone, but their forts and palaces still echo with tales of past glory before the area became a part of Pakistan soon after partition in 1947. As one arrives in Skardu, you can never fail to notice the imposing Kharpacho fort perched high up on a hill referred to as the Castle of Queen Minfong. Dating back to the 8th century, the fort contains an old mosque that dates back to the arrival of Islam in the 16th century. Standing tall across the mighty river Indus, the fort stands almost like a guard over the town below. Skardu is the trekking and mountaineering expedition hub in northern Pakistan, and from here begins the adventure of a lifetime. But before you hit the dirt, take a leisurely boat ride in one of the 3 lakes in the vicinity of Skardu. There is the lesser known Upper Kachura Lake and the more famous Lower Kachura Lake, popularly known as Shangri-La Lake, and is home to a luxuriously designed Shangri-La resort. But nothing beats the tranquility and spectacular beauty of the Satpara Lake, one of the largest freshwater lakes in Pakistan. And so from here we take off for the roof of the world. As you finally arrive, the carpets of wildflowers are a sure sweet balm for the senses. You are on top of the world, on the second highest plateau in the world, the Deosai Plains, once known as the land of giants. And watch out for the real giants that greet you. The bushy marmots have made the Deosai their home. The sense of adventure rolls on with the landscape of these highlands, home to more than 200 species of fauna as you walk through trails full of butterflies. Deosai is home to the rare Himalayan brown bear, of which only 40 remain. A day's trek or horse ride away is a campground by Shosher Lake. Also known as the Blind Lake, the water is cupped within the rolling hills thousands of meters above sea level. The place is so pristine, it leaves a trace on your memory forever. And as your journey continues, you enter the gateway to the great mountains at Concordia Base Camp. Hosting 4 of the world's 8,000-meter peaks hidden and waiting to be explored in the majestic Karakoram, this is the Central Karakoram National Park. The largest national park in Pakistan is bursting with wildlife. And if you're lucky, a surprise may await you. The morning at Concordia greets you with drops of pure golden sunshine pouring off white peaks as you trek towards the most sought after peak, the K2. The second highest mountain in the world. It is a glowing jewel where the eyes fly open before the crack of dawn to absorb celestial light. On a clear day, it is alive, radiant, and surreal. This is what it means to be alive. For trekkers, nothing could be more exhilarating than the experience of the glaciers in Baltistan. 3 of the world's longest glaciers outside the polar region are found here: Biafo, Tarango, and the longest of them, the Baltoro Glacier. Imagine being synonymous with nature. Visit the organic village, a short trail walk from Skardu. Employing no machinery or modern-day technology, the children's seesaw is an obvious clue into its ideology. Aimed at preserving a patch of Baltistan from contemporary inventions, the organic village is everything but artificial. Migratory ducks instinctively make a pit stop here, and the farmers can be seen planting, harvesting, and storing food and fodder for the long winter months. Be it a fall ablaze with foliage or a summer glowing green, words do little justice to signify the magnificence of Baltistan and its people. In a world where machinery and technology are dominating lifestyles, this particular region of the world is laden with uncomplicated pleasures. Women, men, and children all work to create a sustainable community in some of the tallest mountains of the world, ensuring that food is grown in small fields allotted to each community or family, working hard to harvest and store food not only for their families but also the animals, and partaking in the gathering and chopping of wood for the cold winter. But the pride of Baltistan really lies in its porters, who have been hailed as some of the best amongst the international mountain communities. Shuttling travelers and tourists during the peak months from mountain to mountain, the menfolk carry heavy equipment by day, and by night they could be musicians. As the winter season approaches, the anticipation of snowfall is reflected through comings and goings from the granaries. Ceremonies are held and communities get together to store and preserve meal for the long winter months and fodder for their livestock. The land takes on a magical fairyland look, and for the adventurous and the romantics, it's heaven on earth. Thanks to the enduring efforts of several NGOs like Jesvi, who value the unique environment of this region and are helping to promote economic and tourist activities in Baltistan. Others are involved in preserving it for future generations by restoring the crumbling architectural heritage. Several forts have been preserved by programs converting them into indigenous hotels with modern facilities and reflecting local cultures. Friendly, hospitable, and respectful of diverse cultures, the locals too enjoy the varied responses and reactions of visitors to their native land. Baltistan mysteries are very much reflected in its arts and crafts. In a small market adjacent to Shiga Fort, you can save yourself from any sinister plots by buying crockery made up of special stone called Zehermora or poison detector. So, safe from any intrigues, take in the magic of Baltistan and feel like a king with a game of polo, the sport of royalty. It is here in Baltistan that the rest of the world now does not exist. Look out at any time of the day and the scene changes with the course of the sun and the moon. As evening envelops the valley, silhouetted mountains sleep for the night. Crisp nights and speckled skies beckon hours of stargazing and musings. Baltistan is a self-preserved, self-sustained, fantastical land in a region that is far removed from all the drama one associates with Pakistan. Wrapped in her serenity, coupled by the landscape and the sheer beauty of the people, all make for an unforgettable experience. Skipping on stones and jumping from rock to rock, crossing bridges with aquamarine waters gushing beneath you, you become a part of the landscape, and the landscape a part of you. It is these very rocks and stone that one lays foot on, step by step, higher and higher, to feel on top of the universe.